Hello everyone, this is Crystal with Home Content Group at eatery. Today we're at the Chronic Tacos Salem Oregon. This is Kris, the owner of the business, the restaurant. So hi Kris, how are you?
Hi, Crystal. I'm good. How are you?
Good. I would like to know a little bit more about why you choose to open a taco restaurant.
Well, that was really Angel, my wife's idea. She has always known that she wanted to own a restaurant, and I'm kind of just along for the ride, helping her realize her dream.
I see. So why you choose downtown Salem as the location?
Well, we grew up here. She and I grew up in West Salem, and we've always just kind of had a connection with Salem. We like all of the growth that we've seen downtown, and we figured it would just be, like coming home, opening up our store in downtown.
So it's like a backyard of your.
Yeah, very much so. And plus, they asked us, oh, why didn't you do this in Portland or Eugene or something? It's like, well, we don't live down there, and I don't like commuting, so.
I see.
So we wanted something close so that we could be down here and support the restaurant, work in it, and be in it.
Can you tell me a little bit more about Chronic Tacos?
Yeah, so Chronic Tacos is actually a franchise, started down in Southern California, Orange County area, by Dan Biello and Randy Weiner. They started in 2002 and have been franchising for probably about 10, maybe 12 years.
Yeah.
There's only about 40 to 50 locations across the country. Most of them are down in Southern California, but it's a fun brand. It's a fun chain. We kind of zeroed in on it while looking for opportunities, and we just like the brand, the food, definitely the food, and it's just it's a franchise, but not. It's got that small business, small restaurant. Mom and pop type feel, yeah, and the character and the fun and the atmosphere. So that's really what we strive for.
How long you been open this location?
So May 30th will be 1 year. So we actually opened May 30th of 2022. So, and we were supposed to open in April of 2020, but because of COVID, the pandemic,
that delayed.
Kind of put the kibosh on that for a while. So we've actually been planning this since about 2018.
Oh, wow.
Well, you can believe it.
Yeah.
I'm just glad we're here. So.
Very great. So you say open a restaurant is your wife's dream, right?
Yes, yeah, very much so. I mean, I always knew that I wanted to have a business and work for myself, but I worked, I think, 2 fast food restaurants growing up. So I had some experience, enough to know that I didn't really like working in food service. So I kind of, and if you ask Angel, she's the boss. She runs everything. I'm the taste tester. I like tasting food.
I can see. That's perfect partner. You know, what makes the one taste and give feedbacks.
Yeah.
And
I love, oh, absolutely. And I love talking to customers. Like that's my thing. If I could just spend all day talking, making sure that customers are welcome and feel comfortable here. It's that's really kind of my role.
So what's the memorable experience you had since you opened the restaurant with the customer?
There's so many. We've met so many people. I'd say one of my favorite experiences so far is just with our regular customers, like customers that come back in. We have one gentleman, his name's Jorge. It's kind of like, if you remember the old show Cheers. Did you ever watch Cheers? When Norm walks in the door, they're like, Norm! So Jorge walks in, we're like, Jorge! And we know what he wants. He gets the burrito with carne asada, extra carne asada with all the trimmings. And so it's experiences like that I really look for, and I really love having people that I recognize come in the door time and time again. That really tells me that we're building up a lot of trust with customers, and it's really a place where people can come and enjoy themselves.
That's right. So what's the challenges so far since you opened the store? What's the story?
Oh, those are just as numerous as the memorable experiences. Yeah, we've had, so being in the downtown, unfortunately, there's been a lot of, there's the homeless crisis right now has been a challenge. We've had our windows busted a few times, as you know. Plus, just getting there's so many great taco restaurants in Salem. When we first started in 2018, I could probably count on one hand how many taco restaurants there were
Sure.
downtown.
Sure.
Now it's just since COVID, it's exploded, which is good. It's good for the restaurant industry, but there's just so many options. So that's really convincing people that a franchise is where they want to come. And in my opinion, like there's room for everybody.
Sure.
I mean, I love Azul's around the corner. Tino is a good friend of mine and helped me give me advice for this.
Sure.
So it's I recognize that there's a lot of options, and I celebrate them all. Maybe time to time again, people want to come in here and try something.
Definitely. So what's the famous people have been visit here?
Oh, that's an easy one. So Wee Man, Jason Acuna from the TV show Jackass.
Yeah.
He is a franchisee in the company. He owns a couple of restaurants down in I think Redondo Beach in California.
Oh, okay.
So, and he does all the grand openings. So we had him here during our grand opening, which was amazing. We had probably a turnout of about if I had to guess, probably 1,500 to 2,000 people here. I mean, the line went out the door, around the corner, and it was all day long.
Nice.
It was just, and they were all here to meet Wee Man and have their skateboard signed and everything. So that was a lot of fun. And he's really a cool guy to hang around with. So we're actually going to go see him next week next month at a franchisee party down in California. So that's probably the most famous person to come in the door.
So how many of the franchise in Oregon as you know of right now?
In Oregon? Oh, we're the first.
Oh,
yep,
right?
We're the only one. Yep. So, and hopefully we can get this going. They say it takes a while for your first restaurant. This is my first restaurant. My wife and I haven't done anything like this. So hopefully we can make this profitable and then look at maybe opening other locations.
Great. So if you looking for open second one, which location you desire?
That's desire. Maybe probably move up to like Portland or something. Something to take advantage of the larger population up there. Eugene would be a good one.
Sure.
She and I like the Bend area. That might be a good place. But I don't know. We'll see. I mean. We've also been kind of toying with the idea of getting a food truck, Chronic Tacos food truck, so that we could be mobile and go take advantage of. There's a lot of great things going around in Salem that we'd like to take a part of, and we can take the restaurant to them.
Definitely, I agree.
Yeah.
Great. So this is Kris. This is the only franchise in Oregon right now. So come visit them at downtown Salem and very close to the JC. What's that building now?
Yeah, the old it's nothing now. It's still the old JC Penney,
so...
but yeah, the mall. So we're on the corner of Chemeketa and Liberty.
Great.
Right next to Pacific Office, right across from Craftworks and the Liberty Plaza. So
come visit them. Bye.